update at the end of the day of what happened at Delta. I bought right around here, right around 26.22 or something like that for the underlining, and I bought a $27 call. Sure enough, it went up to 26.71 for the high of the day, and I could have exited the day trade here, but I was thinking that it was going to go up, sideways up, and then there was this big crash down here where it went back into the bull flag consolidation where it had plenty of support right around the 26.30, 26.20 mark. So I thought, if I held it a little bit, it might break through again. Looking throughout the day, it never really broke through. It actually sold off a little bit at the end of the day, which I was expecting to have happen on a Monday if it wasn't going to break through. So I went ahead and I took that chance. You can see this blue line, which I've been trying to integrate into my new type of trading plan. Is called the VWAP. The VWAP is the volume weighted average price. It's what day traders use to day trade the stock. So I knew that since it was way above the VWAP on the 1 minute period, that Delta would have a sell-off. I just didn't realize the sell-off would continue to consolidate and then go down a little bit. But you can see as the stock price went above the VWAP, it went back down to it. It went below it, then it goes back up to it. So looking here, you can see at the end of the day, the VWAP was at 26.19. You can see the stock price is testing the gravitational line for the 1 minute and the VWAP line. So from my point of view, since I've been watching this for the past 2 to 3 weeks, typically if a stock closes below that line the next day, it should open up usually at the line or through the line going up. Looking at the 1 hour chart for Delta, the yellow line did cross this purple line right here. Combining that with Fibonacci sequence, I can see that the stock price is consolidating between 25.98 and 26.36. So that's a good consolidation, basically saying there is a bull flag consolidation between these 2 points of support and resistance. And now that it's defined this new support level of around 26, the only way it can go up from here, or the only way it can go from here is usually up. But if there's bad news, it'll go down. However, since I'm experienced with Fibonacci sequence and bull flag consolidations, once again the bull flag consolidation says or shows that the supply of the stock is pretty much bought and sold, and essentially bought up right around here, which caused it to go sideways. So if it typically goes sideways and it typically is bought up, indicated by the rising heights of the TTM squeeze, it's getting bought up pretty heavily. Typically when it's bought up pretty heavily, the next phase of it is going up even more. So if it went up really high and it started tapering down like on this hill, then typically the next day it'll start selling off. But as you can see, the buying never really dropped down on bar height. So it should be pretty consistent, but we'll see what happens. So the last time it had a small hill on the TTM squeeze, you can see right here, there's a small hill right here, kind of went down and sideways. The next day, it opened up very, very large on volume. So if something like this happens again, we can expect Delta to go from, let's see, last time it was like 19, it went to 22. If we can see the small hill to a big hill, we can see if that happens again, there's a chance that Delta could go to 27, possibly even 28, by the end of the week. And if that's something that happens, it'd be a pretty big win. And I'm pretty much going to take that chance just because of the sequence. And I think that, combined with the catalyst of OPEC pushing their meeting forward to June 4th, which is this Thursday, I think there's going to be a lot of people buying into the anticipation. I'm definitely going to be selling before then, but we'll see how that industry, petroleum, affects airlines. But for the most part, every time the yellow line is above this purple line, it goes through it, the price of Delta usually goes up way higher. I haven't seen a part where the yellow line goes through it and it's like really low, except for right here. This was when we had the essentially bad news and the market kind of crashed. This was like right when the CEO of Boeing said airlines were going to fail. And obviously he said something really bad negatively for the air industry, and everything went down. But overall from there, every time the yellow is above crossing to that purple, it's been going up. So once again, I opened a position right here when the yellow crossed purple, and we'll see how far it can go up.